Hello guys, today we will be reading The Miser and Their Ghost. Long ago, there was an old man, Ebenezer Scrooge, who was extremely miser. He did not believe in almsgiving, and his only anxiety was to accumulate more and more wealth. Nothing in this world was dear to him as money. On the eve before Eid, Scrooge and his clerk, Bob Cratchit, were in their office. Scrooge's business partner, Jacob Marley, had died exactly 7 years ago. On this evening, Scrooge's nephew Fred came to his office to wish him Eid greeting, but Scrooge drove him away. Soon 2 gentlemen came there for collection of charity, but he refused to give anything and asked them to go away rudely. Scrooge got involved in his work again. Then he returned home at night. When Scrooge entered his room, he saw the ghost of his dead partner, Jacob Marley, who was weighed down by a massive chain made of cash boxes, keys, and padlocks. Scrooge was shocked to see the ghost of Jacob Marley. Marley wanted to tell him something about his attitude and behavior and had come to make him realize the need to change his ways. Jacob warned Scrooge that if he did not change his attitude of miserliness and contempt of others, he would be subjected to the fate of being a ghost and walking on earth as an atonement of his wrong ways. But Scrooge refused to change his attitude. Then the ghost told Scrooge that he would soon be visited by the 3 ghosts of past, present, and future, who might become his last chance of escaping from his brutal fate. The ghost then left and Scrooge went off to sleep. Around midnight, when Scrooge was asleep, the first spirit appeared before Scrooge and introduced himself as the ghost of past. The ghost of past took Scrooge in his best when he was a little child and when he was a youth. He witnessed some of happiest and saddest moments of his life. Scrooge spent a memorable time with his parents and brother. He had many friends. Everybody praised him. His parents were proud of him. After Scrooge had seen all this, the ghost brought him back to his room and disappeared. Scrooge then fell asleep. As the clock struck 1, the second spirit appeared in a green robe and and surrounded by piles of food and wealth. He was the ghost of present. Scrooge was surprised to see the second spirit. This spirit showed him that now Scrooge is a lonely man and nobody likes him. Scrooge's brother also parented with him. Then Ghost of Present took him to the house of his clerk Bob Cratchit. Bob was having dinner with his family. Bob's son Tim was crippled, and Bob was struggling hard to arrange money for his treatment. Bob was upset in his heart, but he was not showed his pain to his family, which was busy preparing for Eid. At the same time, the ghost showed him that Fred still nursed the hope that his uncle's heart would change one day. Mr. Scrooge was feeling ashamed. Thereafter, the second spirit took him back to his house. As the ghost disappeared, he fell asleep again. Some time later, Scrooge was woken up by the third spirit, the ghost of the future. This ghost was very scary and was completely robed in black. When it came, Scrooge bent down upon his knees. The third spirit took Scrooge into his future. That time, Scrooge witnessed his own lonely death. Scrooge was greatly scared to see his future, and he realized that his behavior was very bad. That was the time when Scrooge realized that he could change his own fate as well, that of Tiny Tim, by changing his attitude toward life. Scrooge came back to his room and vowed to change himself completely. He became generous and kind-hearted as he once was. Next morning, when he reached his office, he talked with his employees very gentle. His clerks were surprised to see this good change in his behavior. He bore all the expenses of the treatment of Bob's son. The boy soon recovered and started walking on feet. This gave him immense contentment and pleasure. He donated his wealth to schools and orphanages. Also he apologized his brother for his rude attitude with him in the past. He started to celebrate festivals with his friends. Now Scrooge was a completely changed person. Thank you for watching, and if you want more videos, like and subscribe.